What's up, guys? A very short update on price of Bitcoin. Well, we are still there, same range, nothing changed. Already like two and a half months, right? From the beginning of February, almost 3 months actually. And what happens is that we were again at the bottom of this range, around $65,000, and we actually made this kind of attempt to break to the downside, because again, that low was close to this one, so there's some liquidity there. But if we go too far, then those minimums, those minima, they are so likely to be broken to the downside that, well, it's just like a cascade of liquidations and stop orders, and will go much lower than 60K, right? Yet surprisingly, we have a nice pullback, and moreover, currently it's like a broadening wedge here, broadening formation, kind of promising, right? And testing the important resistance, which was supported at some point, the important resistance around 71K. If we look at the profile here, at the volume profile, then probably the main edge here, the difference between the threshold is about $71,250. Well, pretty much like 71K. So as soon as the price tests several times and breaks it, we're in a safe territory. So far, it still has to do that. But overall, again, the fact that we are seeing this kind of sideways price action, while the same thing, well, at the same time, I want to say, at the same time, equities are going down pretty far. In fact, from the top, it was almost 10%. That's significant, right? So that it means that Bitcoin is not like extremely strong, but it is stronger than the rest of the markets. And again, we had a nice rally here, kind of rally. I mean, it's kind of nice rise here, right? And the question is whether we are going to go lower on S&P 500. I would say still this highs there. It's very nice to see them test it, something like that, and to the upside. Also, the fact that we didn't actually see much of the acceleration of the decline here is make me uncertain, right? If it goes like that, that is pretty telling. Yet we kind of had similar drops before, not exactly, but similar. So we're just escalating here, but not to the point when it is would seem like it's done, right? So I would say that it's very tempting to see this another leg to the downside. How do I draw it? Leg to the downside, and then to the growth, to the upside again. Yet, who knows? Maybe it's already over. And I would say also that it kind of looks like still, although I say that we had this kind of drops and a kind of pullbacks before, but it kind of looks like it is somehow different. So this tendency towards continuation of the drops, or consecutive lower lows, lower highs, is kind of not as strong as before. So that might be the end of it. If so, then with the rise of S&P, Bitcoin will go even higher than when the S&P was going to the downside. So also Ether looks pretty good, just supporting what Bitcoin has. It's already testing that area of resistance, doing pretty well, right? And I must say also that BTC generally was showing kind of this false breakouts patterns all the time recently. So starting from this one, very like, I don't know, a few months ago, but it's like a false breakout to the upside. But we can find it like the examples of that kind of breakouts all over the place. For example, like here, yeah, breakout, false breakout to the upside, or here, many tests, false breakout to the upside, and even much earlier. So and it kind of was during the important points of the price action. For instance, here, right, 40,000, false breakout to 38 and to the upside. Even before that, like 25k. See how many times it was tested, false breakout to the upside, and then continuation to like whatever 40 and so on. I think even before that, something like here. So I just want to say that it wouldn't be surprising that it will play the same trick again, right? So we had this tests multiple times. Again, this was already breakout, but still this level of 65.5 is important. So we have it to be broken to downside with a false breakout, and then yeah. So I still see that it's a very huge appetite to drop to that area, like 55 or something, to collect this final shot and to make people believe that it will go even lower, to bleed altcoins to the complete extinction. But who knows? Maybe it's just like the common opinion, and therefore price will not do that. Will just continue going up and up and up, and people will keep waiting for the price to go lower, but it won't, right? And it will be too late. The price will be again 100, 120, like 150, $200, and so on. So yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic in any case. So if the price goes much lower, it's a good opportunity to buy. If the price goes higher, then finally all our bags will be green, turn greenish. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it for today. I will keep you updated probably next week on what's happening. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know like whatever comments on YouTube or Telegram or Twitter X. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.